What?
That's not bad. It's better, dude. It's better than trying to feel like.
Is Kusei trying to revive something from the dead? He's rocking a brave smite on this carry.
Oh yeah, he is.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's just what they're comfortable with. Maybe that's just how Kusei knows how to play carry. But yeah, you're right. The efficiency of this carry tank is just not quite there.
It's
yet.
literally tank carry,
It
bro.
really is literally tank carry, isn't it?
Yeah, fighter,
Fighter emblem.
firmness. All right, bringing it back just a little bit. It is an option, but an option we don't see as often. Flicker already forced out a Super Marco. Not a good start.
As we expected. Again, we know that AP Bren here, more than just the disjointed nature of their lineup, is early on, unless they have very good comms, or if they're turning, if they're counter-engaging on RSG, it's the Kingslayer who's calling the shots.
Yeah, RSG's lineup looks like how AP Bren usually likes to play. Play as a team, play around certain specific ultimates, and just, you know, fight together this game.
All right, here we go. Something to note again, there is a abundance of Brave Smite. The aforementioned one on Kusei, there's one on Nats, and there's a couple on Ogwin and Flap. Easy, they catch one.
It is known, forcing a flicker once more against Ogwin. Even more so limiting the early game of AP Bren.
All right, something tells me maybe the whole Brave Smite problem is with us.
Yeah.
Maybe we're the ones who don't know how to use it, and teams are like, it's fine, I heal more. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I heal more when I hit someone. It's totally cool, dude.
I would not be surprised if we were the problem, to be honest. But you know what?
Hey man, that sounds kind of sad.
It does. It does.
That's why I'm on the desk and not playing on the stage over there. Oh, here
All right,
we
here
go.
comes AP Bren.
Speaking of big oofs, nice dodge on the Abyssum Strike there.
If AP Bren pull this off, it'll be a big shift into the understanding of the meta. But now first turtle fight.
Let's see if they can put their damage to the test here. A
Go.
lot of people knocked
Hold
up. The whole Netherrealm removed straight up from the game, almost with one scale, and now they're forcing RSG back. Bro, the damage is real here for AB Bren. I think RSG felt that.
They set their attack settings to just the main button. So they're only attacking heroes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Look, they turned that turtle into 2 kills, plus Grand Theft Purple with no chances of comeback. RSG cannot recoup and regain these objectives. This is amazing.
It was super funny because the Netherrealm immediately got destroyed.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a new understanding of an AP Brand playstyle. BFBs, the brute force beast. What does Dairoth bring to the table with this ability kit? The reduction of armor. What has happened to a majority of the fighters and the roamers? They have had their armor, their physical defense, and magic defense reduced. Maybe that is AP Brand's theory going into this game, rocking this Dairoth.
So everyone just has to follow up on the Dairoth?
Well, yes. Everyone, meaning Marco and Kyle.
Yeah.
Ogwin and Few, maybe secondary, maybe less as options, maybe as cleaners, maybe as finishers. But there is definitely something behind that. And I think RSG are better, the wiser, to avoid getting a beat on by Flap. Honestly, I'm with it.
Yeah. And now, as Rockhart, you mentioned that Netherrealm went down quickly. So I think RSGPH will have to readjust their approach and realize, guys, our strongest ability might be deleted quicker than we thought.
Everyone might be frozen inside the Netherrealm immediately right after it's cast.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
I'll
risky.
save you guys. Oh, we're stuck.
All right, I guess we're here. We're going to take the basics. And that's what's crazy is after Flap gets the beads on, after the passive ticks, it's all just basics. I mean, Kyle with the procs, of course, with his rifts. But Super Marco can just jump in, go ham, go crazy. Like a dog in a sausage factory.
I will...
That's great.
I wonder what that actually would be like in real life.
That sounds like
It
heaven.
never happens because they know that the dog's just going to go ham.
That's true.
100%. A lot of people get knocked up here for RSG though. Could be another replay. A lot of armor is being reduced here, like you guys mentioned, but the follow-up is a little bit slower this time around.
Bang.
There you go. Eternal Guard, just make sure, create some space, but Demon Kite's still on top of the Retribution.
If you'll notice from Turtle 1, RSG was just all in. They were so leaning hard into that turtle pit and into the fight. Now they've learned, but wait, Flap's in trouble!
Flapteasy can't really get a lot done if he's on his own. So that's something that RSG discovered here.
It seems like the lesson learned from RSG is to play with range. keep him close enough for the damage to matter, but not too close that we're all getting the passive off of Flap and all the damage from AP Bren.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, and I love how we're seeing the same thing now. RSG, after the first turtle, have readjusted their playstyle a little bit, spacing out a little bit better in the objective team fights, making sure they're sort of forcing AP Bren into isolation plays, where it's like, one of you go here, one of you go here, because we can't have all of us sticking together, even though we want that with another realm.
Well, speaking of isolation, look at that. Executing their own for AP Bren on top side.
Just
That's
got
true.
deleted. I
That-
really like the pickup on Fuse early Necklace of Duranzo. That was lovely.
Yeah, that was a magnificent play
Magnifico.
by AP Bren to actually find there. Knowing that it was going to be a mirror strat, RSG went for Super Mark on the bot, but he was able to get away. Now, AP Bren, they're invading the purple buff.
Uh-oh.
They got GTT'd, now they're going for the GTP.
That's the second one in this game, 6 minutes in.
Demonkite is thirsty right now for them purples.
But again, good news, bad news is bad news. He got 2 buffs stolen away. Good news is he's a Baksha. He could live without it. It could be so much worse. But again, stolen resources are stolen resources, which could explain this 1,000 and change gold lead on Kyle.
Baksha's definitely one of those heroes that can, doesn't really care that much. The cooldowns don't matter as much to him, and as well as mana regeneration.
But the more you don't address it, the more it's gonna
Marco!
suck. Super Marco!
Nice collapse here from RSG. Super Marco, no way out for this guy this time.
The predator became prey.
Yeah, and with the gold laner down, that's a good source of damage away from AP Bren. Third turtle, who's going to get this?
4v5. RSG looking really key here. There goes the Matilda flying it up.
What?
Bloodpeel knocked up rather, but Calteezy's still going to be the one to come out on top with the Retribution.
Gosh darn, Kyle. You always surprise me with your retreats, but here comes RSG going down mid.
AP Bren has enough clear to do this, and they actually bought enough time for Super Marco to get back onto the field.
It's amazing how skillful Kyle is with navigating those small corridors near that river bush. Flap! Trying to get one.
Aqua, ready to fight maybe. If ever, Netherrealm just there to save him. And again, they just want to
Kyle.
absorb this wave. They just want the experience, but they're absorbing way more damage coming in from AP Bren.
Kusei pushing out in the bottom lane. And in that last engagement for that turtle, we actually didn't see Demonkite be able to Retribution. Calteezy was able to, which sucks even more for RSG, because they're the ones who got to press an advantage by taking Marco down first, meaning they had a +1 into that. But Kyle just made that look easy. But finally, Demonkite getting his purples.
All right. Now that there's a little bit of a breathing room, maybe a minute until the next Lord here, the first Lord of game number 3. Kusei confirmed, this is a damage carry. It's just the base emblems that look like that, but he's building up towards the usual trinity of a carry. Burst damage bonanza, look at this. Nolan and Vex have been together for a whopping...
5 games.
how many? 80% win rate?
80%
Yeah.
of 5 games. So
4
that's
out
4
of 5.
wins.
Huge!
Yeah.
Math fractions.
So that's interesting because we saw the stat earlier. Faramis versus Vexana. Faramis wins that 3 times.
But with this,
Right? It's like they're
4
trying to
out of
balance-
5 times.
Trying to balance it out.
Now AP Bren are onto something. They're cooking with fire, definitely. Now finally Super Marco gets to build his endless battle, and Kusei is just but maybe change away from DHS.
I actually really, really like it because it's such an easy combo to pull off. 2 buttons for Vex and a few taps and swipes for the Nolan.
Oh,
And they're going to do that here, maybe. Crit
They got
call
a
activated
bag.
by Nats, though, so he's very tanky.
Oh.
And has Vengeance as well. Able to really
Wait.
just do everything they can.
can they
Ooh,
burst it fast enough? Can they burst fast enough?
that was so fast, though.
There was a swerve there by AP Bren and stealing the Lord under RSG's nose.
They can take Lord so quickly.
Amazing. That was worth it. I'd say it's worth it.
That was a bait play, and they did it.
A death for the Lord, and they can still probably defend this, although Demonkite seems to be very willing to fight under that turret, especially with the Netherrealm activated by Aqua already.
Whoa!
Flicker used by Ogun just to reposition. They are pushing AP Bren back.
Okay, a good amount of battle spells, ult spent. Eventually, AP Bren was going to lose that mid lane tier 1. And now finally the Lord spawns with all 5 members on the map, so they can definitely make a play here.
So I had a hunch about this Dyroth Roger. It's a little bit close to the old Dyroth Irithel idea where both those heroes have physical defense reductions.
But
Roger
Rogers and Burst.
Rogers and Burst, and Roger has that too with his open fire.
Ooh.
It can reduce physical defense. So
Yep.
yeah, it's similar to the Irithel Dyroth idea.
But it's not It's not burst. It's DPS.
Yeah, it's more for DPS. So it's just like, all right, we'll reduce your armor, your physical defense, and then we'll slowly whittle you down and surprise you that you're down already.
Here we go.
Let's see if RSG can actually deal with that, though, as there is a beautiful engagement coming in from Light here. Few taken out. That means there's going to be no way for them to burst any single target here, and that Netherrealm is used to its full potential. Dual TC and Light still close by. Guiding Wind still available, so no threat available for AP Bren to use.
Two key things that RSG did to stop AP Bren's snowball out of control here. 10 minutes into match 1, game 3 here in today's broadcast. Number one, they spaced out Few, and they forced him to be in where there's no way he's going to get away.
Yeah.
His first death here, meaning RSG have been conditioning Few to be in a certain spot throughout a team fight, and finally now they had his number. Number two is they put Flap in a position where they think they can turn even after Few died, and then flip the switch and said, you know what, Flap, we'll just take you down anyways. You're not built to take this much damage. You're a fighter. All of the nerfs and the adjustments from the patch do not affect you. Henceforth, you will die just as quickly, which is why AP Bren made very little of that Lord. What was that? 500 gold?
Yeah.
500 gold, very little on the benefit. And then they even shrank their gold lead now, about 1,000.
Yeah, it was a subtract. Prolific Aurora picked up there by Super Marco, and I feel like the last play that we saw was sort of a reflection of the ideas of these two drafts. AP Bren, a lot of big ideas that are harder to pull off, while RSG is just like, we have Netherrealm. Let's go, guys.
It's basically a sledgehammer versus a pen.
Yeah.
Good luck.
AP Bren has the theory, AP Bren has the math, and
Yes.
if they are able to pull it off, RSG don't stand a chance. We've seen that in the opening moments of this game. But RSG, when they do get AP Bren in a corner, they stand no chance. Best believe AP Bren's handing them their lunch money.
That's why I also really like that swing, that pick on the draft, where we picked the Faramis because you have no choice. You have Vexana already, no Valentina for you. So
Yep.
now it's a re-engage for RSG. Very confident this time around.
again!
Bursting down Few again before he can actually do that much damage. And now it's going to be forcing the rest of AP Bren members back. Or will it be enough? Did they whittle down enough ultimates here for RSG to not be able to fight? I don't think so.
Gentlemen, they did one of two. Again, they caught Few out of positioning, and now Flap!
Woo! That could have been so bad here. Current call activated, and there you go.
Oh!
Everyone just got knocked up. Beautiful use.
Counter.
Oh my goodness. Light here is just having a field day. He can do whatever he wants, and there's very little that AP Bren can do to stop him.
Again, that's the sledgehammer swing you mentioned, Leo. RSG, they're brute forcing it. I thought it was brute force Beast. No, it's just straight up brute force RSG.
Brute Force Raiders.
Brute force Raiders.
All right, power spike once more on to Kusei. He picked up Wind of Nature. Fam, everything that Flap has been doing, the math of the reduction of the physical defense and all that, will not matter for a few seconds.
Yeah.
He can just keep swinging away. There it is.
Oh man, oh man.
Great itemization on the side of RSG. AP Bren, though, still, despite everything that has happened, have held into a minuscule lead.
Then this is tough. They've kept it. Yes, very respectable. This is the heart of a champion that we're seeing from AP Bren. But did you see what Flap TG was building? He's building defense items on the Dyroth like it's Q1 2024. They give so much less.
Yeah, we needed someone tanky. Make it attack Dyroth. Entry!
Nice re-engage. Current call already used as well. Just no chance for AP Bren members to sustain or outlive the full barrage of skills coming in from RSG. But now there might be a counterplay here. But Guiding Wind saves the day.
Thanks for the shields. Aqua able to retreat, recall back home. RSG scoring a Lord.
And the Raiders are looking at the kings of PH in the world, and they're diving again!
Nice dive. Current call slows down Few so much. Once more, El Capitan neutered in this game.
And now AP Bren's going to lose that lead. They've held on to the lead respectably for much longer than we expected. But now RSG are in control.
How the hell do they still have like 100 gold lead after all of that? But now it's swinging towards RSG. Finally, RSG reminded us why their lineup is easier to pull off and why we all thought this is the winning lineup for this Game 3. They are just diving onto AP Bren, not allowing them to play ISO. They're zoning out, zoning together, and RSG are taking away resources from APB.
And they denied the purple
Payback.
away from Kyle, and now they're gonna get in the base.
Live!
Dive in. Kyle TZ still has a respectable amount of gold and a respectable amount of items, so means he can probably burst someone down. But you know what? Aqua has been on the beat. He has been on the pulse here, making sure that no one dies to the assassination of the Nolan.
Good people of the world, check it out. Blood Wings put on to the Matilda by Light. So confirm this is the build that works. Build magic on your Matilda.
He's fake. Right now, good knockups
Oh!
here, but everyone finally
What?
a beautiful
Whoa!
timing, but saved once more by the Netherrealm. Not enough to save Nats though, and
Oh!
now it's looking like Apbr Bren are
Oh!
gonna have a field day with the remaining members of RSG. The chase is on. Round delicioso, but now it's 3v5, ladies and gents.
What a swing! Few and Ogwin said, we're gonna make you sing! And RSGPH have been sent back! It's a swing by AP Bren!
Swing and a hit.
In the words of Ranger Ini Benchana, that was not the way that
Benchana!
push was looking for RSG. It was disastrous. Suddenly, I reckon this real-time win rate should be recalculated. Suddenly, deep inside their base, despite getting penetrated mid, AP Bren are showing it's not over quite yet. They take away... All right, they force the buff onto Akusei. Okay, just the same, man. I was going to say, where does AP Bren find the clapback? Apparently, when you're losing that bad, inside your own base.
Yeah, and you know what? Just
like
make sure
like-
Few doesn't die immediately.
Whoa!
Like right now, there is some potential
Like-
here for the burst.
Woo!
And there you go, they proc the Netherrealm early. That's a great bait here for AP Bren. No more big ultimate that they need to worry about, at least for the next few seconds.
Yeah, Rockhard, as you mentioned it, that's a play for RSG. They have to dive and find Few right away. But Leo, did you see that? Light was like, hey, Nas, let's go to the back line.
Come on, and nope, let's not.
Let's not.
Let's not. Again, that's
Let's
just
not.
how AP Bren has set up their game plan since minute one. Again, we were going to go with these buddy system team fights, and the way that their lineup is built, there's a lot of damage even in a 2 or 3 man coalition from the Bees. So with that said, yes, 2 or 3 times already in this 17 minutes elapsed match, RSG has found Few, but in the past 2 team fights, they've struggled to do so. So now maybe the OG, the GOAT himself, El Capitan, has found a new spot to put himself in. Look at this. He's getting sandwiched by Marco and Ogwin.
Sandwich very well. RSG now dancing it around on the Lord. Low HP right now for a lot of members, but here comes
Oh.
RSG engage. Man, Light is flying very, very deep, and now no reset, no cooldown reductions here coming in for that. Now, this is gonna be this is a good look for AP Bren.
Take a while. It's
RSG is not in a good position right now, but now they have good group, so
Yeah, that mid-minion wave actually bad to handle here for AP Bren. RSGPH have a little bit more of an advantage. Next one, 20K. Who's going to pull the trigger here? Rockhard.
yeah, that's a big question mark. You see Aqua, you can feel him getting ready to pull the trigger.
Oh!
And on the side, they
Massive.
find their target, Kyle TZ! That's the jungler taken out immediately.
Just that quickly. The absence of the retribution is a clear sign for AP Bren. Let's not force this. We got to concede the Lord. RSG scores another big one.
What a spot by Demon Kite. The King Slayers are on their way to potentially slaying another king themselves.
Bro,
Will they? Can they? Is this the final push?
fundamentals are looking really tough here for RSG and Aqua. What's it gonna be? There you go. Nice catch on the Netherrealm, and I think that should be it. Complete domination. RSG takes the game.
They,
2-1.
they bounce back